Eno.
Hell yeah, teammate, baby.
Everyone's favorite.
Liam full mast.
Full mast simping.
Is this just gonna come in and
Yes.
scare me?
Full mast simping. That's my new
Jesus.
Twitter handle.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine.
That's already my Twitter handle.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Believe It, a Naruto podcast where we watch every episode of Naruto.
One at a time.
We watch them all. We throw them all up. We have 90 TVs.
We watch every episode of Naruto except for most of them.
Yeah. We're probably not even like what are we? Percentage wise.
Oh,
fuck,
dude.
there's like 700 episodes.
We're
like 0.1.
We're like
We're like
0.1.
20 episodes deep. There are 700
Yeah, we are
episodes.
19 episode out of 700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this episode
your
we watched,
calculators
or this
out.
episode of the podcast, we watched episodes 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
We
sure
didn't,
did.
We didn't record the titles of those episodes because none
We
of
didn't
us
take
took
any
notes.
notes because
Yeah,
we
we
were
were-
too
this time?
in it.
Because we were in it. It was a good one. But so
We just sat down and started watching Naruto, which, like, really, can you blame us for?
It sort of
Yeah,
felt. It felt like really good.
we took
all
a sabbatical.
We all had a terrible week.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
We took a break after the last episode. We took a week off recording just to sort of recover our mentals, and then we all had, I think maybe with the exception of Dom, dog shit weeks at work.
Uh-huh.
And so we're coming back. Katie thought she had coronavirus for a while. Turns out she doesn't.
No,
so
we
she's
good.
allowed to hang.
We good.
And we're coming back hype to see each other and hype to talk about anime.
Yeah.
In these episodes, we continue the fight on the bridge.
We finished it,
We
baby.
finished the fight on
It's
the bridge.
over.
We finished the bridge arc. So Zabazu and Kakashi resolve their fight. Haku and Naruto. Well, Naruto goes beast mode and then
Doesn't.
stops beast mode. Has a conversation with Haku's past. Haku fucking dies after he like jumps in front of a killing blow from Kakashi to save Zabuza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zabuza does like a face turn, kills the mob boss, dies by Haku's side. Snow falls. It's beautiful.
Beautiful
The
moment.
ninjas
Tears.
complete their first real mission and they head back to the village. That's basically it, right?
This was the best 3 episodes of Naruto that I've ever seen.
It was really good.
These were your 3 best
These
so
are my
far?
top, like, all of them. All of them good.
I agree. There wasn't like too much flashback shit. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of.
a lot of cool fighting, like no
Yeah.
Okay,
reused
yeah.
animation.
Yeah.
The animation, we talked about how they cut the budget absolutely in like some of the
In the
previous
last
episodes.
chunk of episodes. But it was all for these episodes.
Yeah, they saved it.
I mean, kinda. The animation in these episodes is still crazy because it really feels like different styles every 30 seconds.
it's
Yeah.
weird.
There's like these moments when Naruto is like giving his speech where like it zooms in on his face, but it's like hyper realistic, like detailed teeth and stuff, and it's like,
And it's also-
still,
what
teeth
is
were so
happening?
freaky.
over exaggerated.
Yeah,
facial
yeah, it's
expressions.
really weird. It almost seemed like they like rotoscoped over like a real face, but it was like Naruto.
And
they-
like
so it's just
2003.
really weird.
And that's just for one shot. Like that's
Yeah.
not a. So the animation was still weird, but it was at least better and new, and a bunch of hype shit happened.
Well, no, the actual
Yeah.
fight animations were like
They were
real
good.
in these
Yeah.
episodes.
Even as a guy who kind of despises the main cast, I did kind of mesh with this one, which is nice because it did.
Well-
Last week, I was the only one defending this fucking show.
So yeah, you were
Or
the,
like
you were
last
the
time,
emotional
yeah.
support for
Yeah.
this, which was crazy. But to be fair, you say you meshed with these episodes. 2 of the 3 episodes, Sasuke is fully unconscious.
Yeah, that
2 and
was
a
my
half
favorite.
of the 3
That was
episodes,
my
Sasuke
favorite
is
part of
unconscious.
the whole
And
thing.
Sakura has
maybe
4
4
lines.
lines.
Yeah, my favorite part is they basically cut 2 of the 3 idiots out.
Right.
And which is weird because I can still handle the worst one, but when he's next to like Kakashi and like Zabazu and Haku, I liked all that.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
overshadowed.
the
Pleasantly
more
overshadowed.
like that, and that's that's a bit of a problem. A couple hunks died these episodes, though, I will say.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
pour one
two-
out
two
for
kings.
Haku and Zabazu.
Yeah, a couple straight hunks. Because why would you like? Listen, if I was Zabazu,
That's their couple name.
Zoom.
We ship it.
honestly,
do
yeah, there was some
Yeah.
like intense
Those are
love.
great.
It was like kind of beautiful.
And
honestly.
that's like 2003, so they were saying it without saying it. you know?
Yeah,
Pretty, like,
but
progressive
let's get into
for anime.
let's
Okay,
get
but
into that
also-
though, because I also was like, oh, this is a
Some-
gay couple in anime, but also
It's fucked
Zabuza,
up.
it's fucked up.
It is
Zabuza
fucked up.
like grooms the
Some Elvis,
shit
some
out of
Elvis
Haku.
Presley shit.
Out of like this 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there's a couple lines that like taken as a joke are like really weird and over the top. Like
I'm his tool.
What, Haku?
yeah, like Stockholm
Used to be
syndrome.
thrown
like,
away.
sub slash like just total freak, but like hearing it delivered from a child to an adult ninja.
So creepy.
Yeah,
It is. It
It's
is
so
kinda weird.
bad.
Yeah, if you don't feel your like hackles kind of raised,
Yeah,
or like ooh,
yeah. There's a
yeah.
bit, yeah. With like Haku's like Zabuza, I belong to you. I am a tool for your purpose, etc., etc. And it's just like
I'll do anything you want
Is this
me
a translation?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's several times.
And they, yeah,
like,
they flash back
it's
to it
just
like
so gross.
twice,
And
so
it-
I don't even have to. I can't even forget about it.
Yeah.
It bums me out because I
It comes
agree with you
back.
that like watching it, it is like, oh, they're saying it without saying it. Like this could have been maybe some cool antagonist gay ninjas fucking it up,
Yeah.
but it comes across to me like predatory
it's-
child.
It's homoerotic,
Yeah.
and it's also terrible.
yeah.
Kind of like this whole show, to be honest.
This show,
Just
our
kidding.
Yeah.
All of the above.
show,
Yes.
It's terrible.
I mean, listen, as the resident hater, I do have to bring up some points here, though.
You hated any of that?
No, well, just if you look at it from kind of like far out, like why didn't Zabuza just like if he needed money, like his whole thing was I need money from this mob boss to get fucking to like reclaim my land. Just rob the fucking mob boss, right? Like you're a ninja, you have that power. He thought you were a bitch. You could have just flipped the whole fucking narrative on its head earlier than like because what's the better chance? Who's gonna kill you, Kakashi and fucking his gang, or fucking the mob boss?
To be fair, they didn't know that like Kakashi would be there. They didn't know really that like.
But they fought once. They already fought once. He already
No,
got
I
his
know,
ass
I know,
kicked.
but like when he took the job,
Yeah.
he assumed that it was just going to be some bitch scrub ninjas. Like
Well, he wasn't wrong, but
he mostly wasn't wrong, right? So like if
Totally right.
it was the three kids and not Kakashi,
Yeah, that
it
would've
definitely would have been like the
easy
easiest
dub,
money
yeah.
of his life. And they do mention that he's getting paid like a lot.
so but my whole thing is that, like you could just like he probably could have, especially with Haku, probably could have finessed the shit out of that situation, and then also like just so much easier because like if your whole thing with that land, that whole territory is like the only thing that's holding them down is this fucking mob boss, you get all his money, you kill him, and then not only do the fucking people of that land be like, yo, you're chill now, you also like you have all the money, you have like that's just how you do
But
it.
Liam,
He's stupid.
Liam, you
I
can't
get
just
it.
kill the rich and like have their money.
Welcome
not-
to welcome
that's not
to
how
Believe
this
It, a
works.
political
Liam,
podcast where we advocate the
if that
value of
happened,
guillotines.
we wouldn't have the last 14 episodes of Naruto.
If that didn't happen, Haku would still be alive. So think about that.
Whoa.
Put that on your soul.
Whoa.
Think about it, okay? If they had listened to their Papa Liam,
it's on my heart, man.
yeah, okay.
Maybe Zabuza's just not the smartest.
Yeah,
he
maybe
doesn't
he's
really
just-
ever
I was gonna
make-
say, what
he
if
doesn't
he-
ever really make a good tactical decision.
What if he like
Also, they
can't
have-
count? He like doesn't.
Well, I do.
Right?
we have like $5. No, Zabazu.
He's
That's
a
like
killing.
$5,000,
He's
bro.
a killing machine, but he doesn't understand
Which wouldn't
money.
that would check out?
That would
Right?
check out.
Like, what if he's just really bad with money, and that's why he has this gigantic sword because he just blew it all. Like I want a big sword. How much does it cost? And he's like, all the money you have. He's like, yeah, done.
He comes in.
I'll
He comes
take
in.
it.
He's like, I need a blade, and they're like, okay, I'm a blacksmith. What do you want? And he just shows them a picture of Cloud from Final Fantasy, and he's like, make this man look like a bitch.
When I say that I want the biggest sword you have,
I mean, when they introduce me in the anime, it needs to take up the whole fucking screen. Okay?
Haku's like, Zabuza, sir, you probably shouldn't do that. Zabuza's like, I'm fucking doing it. Like,
it's done. Like it's
yeah.
done, son.
Haku's like, yes, Daddy, of course.
Senpai, I am your blade, though.
are you 9 feet long, Haku? That's what I
Sometimes.
thought.
In bed.
Nasty.
You fucking know Haku's got a third leg, bro.
That's why his pants are so just huge.
Loose, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got those loose pants.
He either wears
Always
like
in a kimono to just like
sweet little kimono
He
or
can't,
like
yeah,
the
can't wear
biggest
pants. Yeah, can't wear pants. A jacket that covers head, like neck to
Yeah.
ankles is probably best for him.
Do we want to talk about Haku's backstory? Because it's pretty tragic. It's up there.
It's another one that doesn't make sense.
Well, he's another orphan Hall of Famer. He is. He's close to Sasuke, kind of, in
On
backstory.
Orphan
He
Hall?
says, like, Naruto, you and I are very similar, but, like, in terms of actual narrative, he's much closer to Sasuke. Because
Yeah.
he, like, had
Yeah, he like
parents.
knew his family.
He had a good life.
If he had just talked to Sasuke instead of like killing him,
Yeah, they would have vibed way harder.
Yeah, 100%. They
They
could have
would've
teamed
vibed.
up. Can you imagine?
It's really sad
a
that they never
Haku
got
and
the
Sasuke
chance.
team up. Oh, that would okay.
Would've been
And
tight.
they
That'd be
just,
so
and they just
edgy.
got rid of Naruto. Like,
And it's just it's just the brooding, beautiful boys.
Okay.
and then they compete and like who can be more brooding, who can be more cute. Obviously,
that's
Sasuke,
the Chunin
bro. Yeah.
exams, bro. Who's most brooding and
They're
cute?
actually kind of not
Introducing Gaara.
non-specifically but there is like a kind of a character that gets introduced later on where for one person that sort of happens. There is like a Sasuke other guy like brood off.
Is it his brother? His evil brother?
I can't speak to his evil
Who
brother.
is it?
I mean, it probably.
Evil brother.
Just say a name.
The name of the broody boy or the name?
Yes.
It's
Boruto.
Sai.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think any of you guys would be familiar with him.
No idea.
The brooding character's name is Sai. Fuck, that's good.
Fuck yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
good writing.
Yeah,
Here we
I
are.
don't think he's around for a while, but there will be. This is to say, this is not the end of the line of brooding boys.
I mean, we have
No.
a show where you're trying to make us care, and you need to brood for me.
You need
to care.
to brood to care.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
agree. I absolutely agree.
So
But his backstory, his dad finds out that his mom like comes from a family of ninjas with a special power, and then fucking murders her after like what is ostensibly a happy marriage, beats her to death with a bat, and is going to do the same to Haku before he like wilds out and destroys the house with ice magic.
and they describe him as like a happy-go-lucky farmer in a fucking winter town.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Which-
well, there's a reason why you're
Where
failing.
Haku comes
first
from,
of
it
all.
always snows.
Yeah.
are
Maybe
you
not the
doing?
best choice in fucking
Like,
profession
I
here.
farm. You could be a rancher, bro. Maybe try not even like
Dude,
none
snow
of that.
people gotta eat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, what are you gonna grow? Fucking.
Ninja
Liam's
vegetables.
just really into the economy
I
of
am.
Naruto.
I need to know. Maybe you
How do they
fucking
make their
idiot
money?
water people wouldn't be so fucking bad off if you just fucking did what like a fisher like the fishing town. Perfect. I love it.
They can
Yeah,
do hydro
they fish.
crops.
Yeah.
Well, see, but
hydrocrops,
how
you
well
do-
did that work for them? They were fishers, and then they got fucking Jeff Bezos.
Well, yeah, because the rich are evil, and when you have and
Yeah, and so are
basically
people
they
with
just shot themselves in the foot.
Genkai.
Yes.
Kekigenkai.
So I mean, and like that farmer to kill your like first of all, if the wife had the ability to do that sort of shit,
yeah.
okay, kind of a bitch for going out like that. Oh,
It
my
is-
husband's gonna be beating me with a bat. Shut up! You got ninja blood. What
It
are you
is
talking
true.
about?
Maybe she was like the Sakura of her family.
Absolutely, actually. And knowing how this show writes women, 100%.
It's just like women ninjas using powers. No, I don't think so.
Not on my watch.
Couldn't
Eno's gonna
be
change the
our show.
fucking game, boys.
Actually, let's do. I actually literally think Eno might be the first female ninja to like use a
First
jutsu.
and
Because I was gonna
only
ask like
useful
what
female ninja.
what does has Sakura used a jutsu?
No.
I don't think
She's
Sakura's
walked up a
done
tree.
literally anything.
Yeah, but that's not even. That's just like chakra training. Has she like used a power?
Especially
No.
Katra training.
So it literally, literally might be the first one.
That makes me very happy.
Queen.
It just depends whether Eno or Hinata like gets to it first, and I
Yeah.
think it is Eno.
Hell yeah, belt wearing bitch for life.
disappointing.
Let's go.
It's disappointing.
Um,
I just want to love
We're getting
Sakura.
way ahead of ourselves.
But,
We're excited for the Chunin arc, which is coming up next, and we're kind of not addressing
and
the world we're living in right now.
so you've watched the manga, right? Or you've
I've watched-
it? You've read the manga.
I have read the manga up to like the next arc, like the next major arc that
So-
we're about to dive into
And,
right now.
and you showed Katie and I the picture of where Kakashi just fucking tears a hole through Haku.
Yeah,
yeah,
doesn't-
it is a lot more like gory in the manga because he just like impales.
In the
dude.
anime, he just kind of touches him, and he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
bleeding.
Yeah, that
Sort of a feather. Featherlight.
I do.
Killing.
I kind of wish it was more graphic.
Yeah.
But I get they can't do that because like
Yeah, I get that they were kind of censoring
2003 kids in America. Like you're trying to break this fucking gap here and get into like American.
I don't know though. Would that have been so much worse than like
in 2003?
anything else?
In 2003,
no, like your hand goes through a guy. So what?
There is always like no animation. Like anime always has like a much less sort of gory and brutal. It does.
Especially,
you can say, and you can be like, Inuyasha, they cut people. Read the fucking Inuyasha manga. They like just shred people.
True.
Like it always gets downgraded.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess it does also kind of depend on what you're watching via anime, but I think like probably shonen stuff, it gets pulled back a lot from what it was.
Well, even like, I mean, it's a product of its time for sure because like in One Piece, fucking in 2004, they were literally replacing guns with like water guns in the fuck.
Really?
Yeah, they've like gone back and like redone it, but ship it here.
There's a history.
They literally had to like censor it.
There's a history of like
That's
4 kids
funny.
doing some wild shit to anime, which like this is not a general. We don't need to get into the history of like Americanized.
We do.
Oh, we do.
I mean, we can.
Guys,
what else are we going to
We're
talk
getting
about?
into economy.
I'm here to learn.
We were finishing up a fight episode, right? Like, so we can kind of go.
We get a little bit.
stuff happens in this
we
fight
can get a
episode.
little
We
zany.
can talk about
What did you
anime
guys think
history
about?
for a
What did
second.
you guys think about Naruto using the tailed beast shock?
Oh, I thought that was dope.
I thought that was dope.
That was really cool.
I do love the fact that like a cute boy stopped him from going full. Like the fox was like, "Yo, that's a cute boy. What are we doing right now?
he
You take
breaks
the reins, buddy."
he breaks Haku's mask, and that's what gets him out of beast mode
Yeah.
as he sees his beautiful eyes.
No, it's the purity of his spirit that gets him out of beast mode. He doesn't want to kill Haku.
Okay, well,
Okay, that's a
That's
cute
reflected.
narrative. That's a
Eyes
cute
are the
narrative that
windows
you're
to
trying
the
to push
soul.
right now. But like, I saw a completely different thing on the screen. I saw cute boy. I saw cute boy. I also wouldn't. To be honest, I wouldn't punch Haku in the face.
Yeah.
Naruto does.
Oh,
though.
that was so sick.
Yeah.
He cracks him in the face once, breaks the mask, and then he like stops, and Haku's basically like, "You stopped punching me after I killed Sasuke? You must not care about Sasuke that much." And then
slugs
Naruto
him.
just turns around and clocks him
yeah,
again.
I actually loved that.
That was
That
so
was
good.
real good.
Some crazy sub vibes, huh?
Haku is like goading Naruto into doming him a little bit, and then like he hits him. He's like, "That's all you got?
Harder.
Oh, I didn't realize we were fucking around." Yeah, like, it's like,
Harder daddy.
which again would be like an interesting character trait if it didn't really seem like he was groomed
As fuck.
from age,
Specifically
like,
for this
6.
purpose. Yeah.
Specifically.
Little more. Like, just bad vibes.
I just, I wish it was his decision,
Yeah, I guess that, like if he had the decision between like his own thing and then like not being homeless or joining Zabazu was his
Yeah.
oh
Not dying on the streets or joining this weird Stockholm Syndrome ninja.
that's what they should have called Zabazu.
The Stockholm.
The Stockholm of the Mist.
I mean, with how like not subtle this whole show is, like I'm surprised he's not called that.
I mean, he's called the Demon of the Mist. I don't know what you think is nuanced about that name.
What was it?
He's also
Honestly.
not a demon.
What was
Like, he's also not a demon.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
he does reveal. He takes
At
off
all.
his face mask at some point, and it's like, surprised to see I'm human.
I'm
And
like,
it's like, no.
No.
I don't think he
just
meant
a
that like
name.
literally. I think he meant like he's crying and has emotions, Not that he's like an actual like human being.
I was like, yeah,
what?
that's it.
No, see again, this is you pushing a weird narrative.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
We
think the
were
text
supposed to
backs that
think
up.
we were dealing with an actual mist demon.
There's still
so-
nothing about him that reads demon.
We're all over the place.
He had bandages on. All demons wear bandages, don't you know?
He does kill like 9 people with a dagger in his mouth after Kakashi has disabled the use of both of his eyes. So we should talk about the Kakashi Zabuza fight. But first, let's talk about how Zabuza tears through like 10 thugs
Yeah.
with a kunai in his mouth and then murders Jeff Bezos with like 8 spears in his back and
Fucking
pushes him
sick.
off the bridge.
We need that IRL.
Yeah.
We need that IRL.
Yeah.
Where
Like
is our
just-
Zabazu?
Where's Zabazu?
He's a U.S. Postal Service worker.
He tried to assassinate the postmaster general, and he became a rogue mailman.
Just delivering people's mail at fucking weird times. It's fucking midnight yet.
Just the
Take this.
2020 hero we need.
Fuck. I wish.
But yeah, so we go straight from like Haku, Naruto. We get like all of Haku's backstory and whatever, and we cut back to Kakashi and Zabazu.
Oh yeah, this is some shit.
And Kakashi summons an entire
dogs.
herd of dogs.
Which is the first
pack
time
of
we
dogs.
see, which is the first time we
Whole
see
pack.
summoning jutsu too. So he cuts his
Oh,
thumb
yeah.
and spreads blood across a scroll, and that's how summoning jutsu. Like
Are they like one use? Like
no, you so. This gets explained.
Do you have to do the scroll every time?
I don't know if you have to do the scroll every time. It's a blood pact that you make.
with your doggies.
You make a blood pact with certain animals that allows you to summon them. So
With your
Kakashi
dogs,
has
dude.
made a blood pact
With dogs with
with
sunglasses.
those dogs.
Like in his past, he's met those dogs and been
With
like,
just
yeah.
a bunch
hey,
of
dude.
cool
yes,
dogs.
to
Fuck.
summon an
God,
animal,
it's
to summon an
so
animal, you need to develop a
cool.
relationship with them and enter a pact with them.
there's like that sick giant mastiff that's like on Zabazu's shoulder. Also, do not forget the fucking like weird, like a German Shepherd with sunglasses.
Shades.
In the fucking bottom left corner if you're looking at the screen.
This is the first
Kakashi
sort of
has-
this is the first sort of real jutsu that we. Well, I guess
And he
not,
also-
because he copies Zabuza's jutsu.
But he also uses his own jitsu, like he like the lightning,
lightning
fucking-
blade.
Chidori, which is like lightning in your hand that you can like just
Chidori.
ram into somebody, basically.
1,000 birds.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's
it's called because in the anime it sounds like a bunch of birds chirping, or in the manga.
it doesn't sound like
Whoa.
anything in the manga.
We'll learn that later.
They describe it. They say, "Oh, it
It
sounds
happens.
like 1,000 birds."
Happens
Sure.
later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't
Right.
fucking worry about it.
Just know that lightning blade is Chidori, 1,000 birds.
Lightning Blade, Chidori, 1,000 birds.
Yeah.
that's the full title.
Thank you.
Yes.
Keke Genkai.
Yeah, dude. Keke Genkai.
What's your favorite
develops
Naruto
his-
word?
he shows his original lightning in a bottle jutsu. So Kakashi busts out 2 new jutsus in one episode, and they're both sick as fuck.
Okay.
Like,
Should we also talk about the poor naming of the bridge?
oh,
Let's do that like
no,
when
we
we
gotta
get
get
to
there,
it.
yeah.
We gotta
get there.
We're in the fight.
That's oh yeah.
We're right in the middle of the fight, Liam.
I do need. I have a feeling in my heart that I need to get out with that. And
We're gonna. We all have
gonna.
feelings.
We have half an hour still.
yeah, we got time.
Yeah, we got
We
time.
don't need to jump to the end.
We're really ripping through it. So let's settle into this fight a little bit.
Let's get into it.
How'd you feel about the fight?
I loved it actually.
Kakashi's my dad.
Kakashi's my dad.
I was kind of hoping that like Zabazu would do some like because he had those weird teeth. He had like some fucking.
He does kind of have
sharp-
sharky teeth when he reveals his face.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I thought
demon.
he was gonna like he's like, oh,
Check
I
out
don't
my
have arms.
demon teeth.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, demon
Check out
teeth.
my
or-
demon teeth.
or some shit.
I
And I
thought I
thought
was a human, but I have demon teeth.
he was gonna like rip the throat out of Jeff Bezos.
The fact that he doesn't do anything with those teeth does make me wonder why he
Why
has
that's like a
those
thing.
teeth.
Yeah.
Better hold on to a dagger, obviously. Sharp teeth.
Is it? It feels like it
maximum
would
grip.
hurt actually to have it like concentrated into fine points like that.
That's his kink.
But he's
Oh,
just like
that's-
wearing a
that's
mask.
where Haku learned it from.
That's his kink.
Zabuza's a man of
Interesting.
many kinks, but this is definitely one of
Haku and
them.
Zabuza just beating the shit out of each other.
Here, fuck with my teeth a little bit, baby.
Oh, I don't like that
I
sentence.
hated it.
That really does bad
I'm
things to me.
deleting this episode.
This episode's cursed.
It's very cursed. But yeah, just,
Like he basically busts out 2 jutsus, gets rid of the mist, and like kind of owns Zabuza. And then when they start fighting hand to hand, Kakashi
Beats the shit out of
kicks the shit out of him.
He hits him with like a double, like spinning back fist. Like he, Zabuza runs up to him and he's like, pow, and knocks
Yeah.
him away, and then does like another spinning.
but
back
that's
fist.
like after Haku dies, so I think like the implication is Zabuza's like off his game from seeing Haku fucking dead.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Kakashi also kind of like says to him like, "You're a bitch. You can't stand up to me in a long fight."
Yeah, he
Like,
does
He
kind
fell
of just
into my
like dunk
trap
on him.
again. You
Yeah.
dumb
You
bitch.
have
Yeah.
no future.
And just truly dismantles him. It looks like when Kakashi was fighting the kids in like episode 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Like he's just
It is brutal, yeah.
feeding it to him.
I mean, it has to happen, right? Where somebody is on the level of fucking Kakashi.
No,
Just it never happens.
nobody is.
Kakashi, top ninja, Hokage.
Well, so the next arc, we kind of know this, and
Hokashi.
we'll look forward a little bit. The next arc is a tournament arc for the kids. So Kakashi,
tournament arc.
Kakashi is not. He doesn't fight.
I'm a bitch
much.
for a good
I
anime
love a
tournament. Holy
tournament arc.
shit!
We love
oh
a
my
fucking
god!
tournament arc. It's like a multi-stage tournament arc too. Like
Can I
you
say,
absolutely
okay,
love to see it.
when we were driving home last week, you had some shit to say about a tournament arc. Because I was like, driving home, like, man, I love a tournament arc. And you were like, yeah, well, it seems sort of basic, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Fuck you.
Well, it's just like it's
And I was like, yeah, it's a shonen anime, though.
just in everything though. Like
But do you, like,
This is also one of the tournament arcs that is like the tournament arc. Like in terms of tournament arcs,
Ooh.
it is like Yu Yu Hakusho
Yeah, Dark
and
Tournament.
this
Yeah,
as
yeah.
like S tier tournament arcs. It's
Well,
fucking iconic.
well,
hear
maybe
that.
I'll have my socks blown off. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully.
And like I
Eno
know
will be around.
you know teammate's gonna be there. I get to enjoy
teammate
that.
will be there.
You will love a lot of boys.
You'll love a
coming
lot
up.
of boys.
I think everyone is going to love a lot
Our
of boys.
I
palette
can't
of
wait.
boys is about to expand dramatically.
I can't wait to love Shikamaru.
Yeah, I mean I already
Oh,
do.
Shikamaru?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shikamaru.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, nailed that.
Yeah, my hope is that like Sakura just gets her ass kicked out of the tournament immediately, and
Well,
then I don't have to
But then
listen,
she'll be in the
talk to her.
fucking crowd being like,
That's what she
oh,
does
Naruto
anyways."
just hit some... Naruto hit Sasuke.
No. So because it's a whole tournament with all the characters, Sakura's
Did we
fucking
nail it?
like thing is just like divided between everyone. So it's
Yeah,
not
that's true.
just Sakura
The-
being
Oh,
like,
right.
"Oh my god,
Yeah.
what's happening?" It's like every other character.
Because there's other teams too,
Yeah,
right?
so
Like, and they
Sakura's
will
just,
also
like-
comment on shit.
Okay.
I don't even remember
Sakura's
my take.
place in this show is just divvied up to everybody else.
Yeah.
and like
Okay,
more
so
interesting people
good.
with a better voice and a
Yeah,
better.
and like often better takes,
Yeah.
even like more insight. They actually write the other characters to be smarter.
She misses top of her
She was the
class.
best
She
in her
does brag.
class.
She does brag about that to Sasuke's
Over
dying
Sasuke's
body.
corpse. She's
I'm
like,
so good
I
at
was always
fucking-
the best in my class. I got 100% on every test. And for one, it's like, okay, it was ninja school. So if that was true, you would be better than you are right now. Like, this world insists on saying that Sakura is useful when she's truly just not. And then she goes on to say, like, Rule 25 of being a ninja is that ninjas don't cry. And then just
And
like
she just
weeping.
Never show emotion.
Rule 25, subsection 6, column 4.
She also says, like, I was the best student. There are 100 ninja rules, and I memorized them all. And it's like, yeah, you were in ninja school for years. Like, you should
Yeah,
memorize
like you've been
those
raised.
rules.
This is kind
That
of like
way.
an accurate take though on like those people that are really like book smart in school and just like fucking biff it at like everything in real life.
Yeah.
But even
Me?
Call me.
those, but even
Sorry.
those people are semi competent, right? Like they're like if you're book smart in something and you know it, you know back to front, you know how it's technically supposed to be done, right? And if you give those people any bit of like experience, they kind of flourish quickly because they fucking get it.
Sakura in this
you
episode
would think
just
that
like
Sakura would, like, know a lot of jutsu or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it was like low level,
Yeah.
fucking like, and it didn't work on Zabazu. I would love. Again, we're just getting back in this fucking loop where every week we talk about what a shame Sakura has.
Every week, Liam
is.
tries to rewrite Sakura's character, and I honestly respect it.
Throw me on the team. I'll write her stupid child's name. I'll write that character. Don't worry, we won't.
it's
have
just
any-
Oh, in
Sasuke
Boruto?
Jr.
Yeah.
Boruto.
Yeah.
It is. Well, if it's Sasuke Jr., then he's gonna get the good
It's
half.
Sasuke, my son.
How do you know that those two end up together? That'd be weird.
With
be
Sakura
weird.
I'm just
and
assuming.
Sasuke.
You're just assuming?
That's the heavy assumption.
I don't even want
I'm
to
a
think
s-
about it.
I think.
That's so
But then who
upsetting.
does Naruto end up with?
No one.
No, it's your simp.
What? I don't know.
It's your simp.
It's your
He
simp.
ends up with Haku.
I was
beyond
saying,
the grave.
I did say to Dom before we started recording, and I would like it on the record. This is totally unrelated to everything. We've gone off the rails this episode, but
The next episode's gonna be super simpy.
anyone who says that they like Hinata's their waifu, if you develop that crush after the time skip, you're a fake fan. If you develop that time skip after she gets like just her character becomes like titties for a while,
Yeah, and if you
Pathetic.
develop it before, then you're a
So
weird
this is
creepo and
the-
you're a simp.
I
Well,
would-
this is
listen.
13-year-old Duncan.
You're simp.
yeah, this was age appropriate Duncan developing a crush
Yeah,
on
simp-
age appropriate Hinata.
Simp creepo 13-year-old Duncan.
Yes.
My favorite Duncan.
Absolutely.
My peak. Jesus. What else fucking happened in these episodes? There's a little bit where the little kid, Inari? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Like rallies the village to go and fight for the bridge.
Rallies.
That's actually how the second episode of this starts.
Yeah.
So the first
were so
episode ends
hyped.
off with Haku dying.
No. He's about to.
Oh,
die.
he's
so
like- yeah,
it
yeah.
ends with
He's
Kakashi
begging.
about to fucking Chidori Zabazu in the chest.
And then
Haku's
episode
begging
2
to
opens
die.
with
Haku's begging
with
to
Inari,
die, which he
just
probably does a
fucking-
lot.
banging on people's doors, being like, "Yo, do you want to go fight some bandits with me?" And they're like, "Bro, you're 6. You're like the worst person I can like." That would be a better argument of
But
the.
it works.
Yeah, he
would have
did
been
it.
It would have been a better argument of the villagers to be like, "You're 6. You're not the hero we fucking want. See you around, scoot along, kid." And that's his uncle.
But big twist, it works, and he unites the whole village
As
and
soon
going
as
to
he,
save
he
Naruto.
shows up to someone's house with a crossbow and a walk helmet,
And they're like, "Oh, okay.
this
All
gets
right."
serious. That's, yeah.
they saw him
He's
before-
very formidable.
He's my general.
Yeah.
Well,
He has this
He's
crossbow
wearing, like,
for
a
babies,
strainer
and
on
it's
his head.
He has a Fisher's Price
like a
crossbow.
like a Nerf crossbow, like just ready to fuck up these bandits.
The conversation that he has with that guy is also like when it's
It's
the
his
man
uncle.
talking, when it's his uncle talking, it just shows a still of a door
Yeah.
because he's on
Yeah.
the other side.
He
of
won't
it.
even look at his nephew in the face. He's just like, "You're no."
He's like banging on the
No.
door, and then you hear the door lock, and the uncle's like, "I'm not."
Which the door locking moment is hilarious. Like that's a great beat to be like, "Uncle, come out and fight for our village."
Click.
It would have been better if he didn't say anything though. Like
You just hear the door lock and then silence.
honestly, that would have hit hard. But I think he goes to the whole village, and everyone's like, "Fuck that, dude!" And then he goes, "Fuck that, I'll go on my own." And then he runs home and gets a walk, puts it on his head, ties a string to it, has a crossbow. That would have been useful probably when the bandits attacked his mom.
Yeah, where'd he get that
Yeah.
crossbow?
Yeah, if that crossbow was there the whole time.
Yeah.
Look, he
Well,
was,
he was a
paralyzed
coward.
in fear.
He was a coward
couldn't
back
do
then.
He
it.
couldn't. Yeah, he forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Then Naruto fucking talk no jutsu'd him into action.
Do you think that
I'm
crossbow?
gonna get an alternate name for this podcast.
That should have been the name.
Well,
Do you think that
not
was
too
like?
late.
Do you think that was like his dad's crossbow? His dad's crossbow?
No, because it's for babies.
It's a baby
if it was
crossbow
hand
for
crossbow,
babies.
if it's an adult,
if it
which
was
is
meant
cool
to be,
as
if it was
fuck.
his dad's crossbow, they 100% would have spent 5 minutes being like,
Yeah.
"This is my father's crossbow.
He, like, opens
He
the
taught
chest.
me to be a hero, and now it's time for me to be a hero and use my dad's crossbow."
Yeah,
like
there would have
they
been
would
like
know
3
if it was-
exposition flashbacks.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been 45
He has
minutes.
to like go
and
into
4
the room
episodes.
in the corner of the house that's like not allowed. And you're like, "You're not allowed to go in there, Inari." And he's
Yeah.
like, "But I have to, Mom." And then he goes over, like,
That almost would be better.
crossbow.
there's like a shining case with the crossbow in it.
Yeah,
Smash,
like
smashing
light
case of
coming
fire.
down from the
Yeah.
heavens.
Yeah, there's no
some
windows.
snow coming in through the fucking window.
Haku is helping him, guiding him to the crossbow.
So in short, thank God he was a coward and that wasn't his father's crossbow.
He just picked it up. I think maybe. What if it was one of his neighbors who's like, "I'm not gonna fight, but like, here's a fucking gun, dude. Go
this-
fucking go ahead.
is
Go
this
ahead,
a-
do it."
Is
Do
this
they
an
have
anime
guns?
thing or just a TV
I don't know.
thing?
Do they have guns?
They're weird
Duncan?
on this timeline thing because like
No. So this
They
is
have
where
cranes.
this is where
They
this is
have
sort of the last
radios,
arc. This is the last arc before we
cranes.
sort of settle into the established world of Naruto,
Yeah.
which like we already kind of have been doing. You can see it shift from the start to the end of this arc, but like from now on, they know the world that they're living in. They understand like what technology exists and what doesn't, and like what the understood
No
culture is.
radios.
So there's no more like gun shit. There's no more like radio. Really, well, maybe there's like a radio.
are there still cranes?
No. So like, they
Like
get rid of
heavy-
the like industrial stuff. It becomes a lot more like woodsy ninja, which is I mean what
That's-
you would assume it
Yeah,
would
that's
be.
like what you think of when you think of Naruto.
Yeah, I thought-
It's like
I don't think about bridges.
Yeah, so they're kind of done with that. That was just like a weird interlude while they were figuring out what the style was at the beginning, I think.
They're like, I don't know how to fucking
there-
animate like fucking
has
old
there-
school bridges. I don't know what that looks
Has there
like.
been a gun in Naruto?
no.
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 So I guess there are no guns in Naruto because I don't think one comes up later.
But what about gunjutsu?
Gun no jutsu. And it's like a Blastoise cannons that come out of your back. That'd be sick.
That'd be pretty sick.
That might actually exist. Like,
on,
I mean, they
Sasuke.
do a lot of bullshit with jutsu later on. Don't get it twisted.
I think the dog moment was the moment where I was like, oh, there's jutsus for a lot
There's
of dumb
jutsu.
shit.
There's
No,
jutsu
you can
for,
do
like,
anything.
everything.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of shit with jutsu.
Because like up till now, we've just seen like clones, really.
Or like
Clones and
straight out
transformation.
aggressive jutsu. Like there was the water dragon jutsu, there was the whirlpool jutsu, there was the Chidori. But those are all just like basically energy blasts.
Yeah, like
like
big
some
old
different
anime attacks.
elemental
I didn't really
attacks.
see that there would be
dude.
like support jutsu.
There's
you know?
jutsu. There's all
Support no jutsu.
But no, like in one of the early episodes, I don't remember who says it. I think it's Sasuke. He's like, "Did you use the escape jutsu?" Like,
What?
Yeah.
there do be one for everything.
I'm kind of curious. Did Kakashi have access to the Shadow Clone Jutsu before he saw Naruto?
Shadow
use it?
Clone Jutsu is... Ooh, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure Shadow Clone Jutsu is something that the high-level ninjas of the Leaf Village are, like, mostly able to do.
That's like bread and butter. That's
Yeah,
like if
it's like a
you're-
secret technique, but I think it does... Like, I think a lot of the Leaf Village guys can do it, and I think there is, like, equivalent clone jutsu.
Well,
Is
'cause
that
I-
the one
for every
from?
village.
That's the one from the scroll.
The scroll, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if you're a kid, you're not supposed to have it.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
like page
it's,
one
It's like the
jutsu.
forbidden secrets of the Leaf Village.
It's
So,
just like-
so the high-level ninjas, I think, do know it. But that's actually a good question.
It's
'cause
weird.
We don't see him do it until he watches Naruto do it with the Sharingan.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe like that. Like, what if he wasn't allowed?
But also,
And he's like, I want Naruto on my team. I'll teach him. And he's just like watching him for the shadow.
consider
jutsu.
this though. If you're Kakashi, why would you waste your time?
Yeah.
doing
Well, because
it.
you could do it better.
He
Just
does
infinite.
flex.
I only have a tiny baby amount of like my chakra left. I can barely do anything. I'll make 900 shadow clones.
Yeah. After
Yeah.
Naruto makes like 5, it's like, get fucked, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is... We've skipped all over this episode. If you're listening to this and you were hoping that we would describe like the plot, it's just like it's a fight episode, man. I don't know what to tell you. Haku dies, Zabazu dies.
That's the plot.
Fight ends. But what are some other clutch ass details? Do we want to talk about the bridge?
Yeah, I
Is
think
it
it's time to talk about the
bridge?
bridge.
Because we've been sitting on that.
Yeah, I've been
I think
kind
it's-
of kind of chewing at the bit for this.
Yeah. Why don't you take it?
The audacity!
Do you want to explain what
The
happens?
fucking gall.
Do you want to
Yeah.
describe?
Okay. All right, so we get through the fight, the village and the 900 Kakashis and the fucking 4 Narutos or whatever chase away the fucking bandits, okay? And everyone's all sad that, okay, we're leaving, we're taking off, bye, we helped you win, the bridge is complete, see you around. And everyone's like, oh shit, what are we gonna name the bridge? And the old fucking bridge builder, this motherfucker, he goes, I know we're gonna call this fucking bridge. We're gonna call it the Naruto Bridge.
The
Great Naruto
Great
Bridge.
fucking, geez, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Because in what part of this fucking display of this trip have you been, like what part was anything to do with that fucking idiot?
It's fucking unjustifiable in the fiction of this world to name
Does
this
it-
bridge after Naruto.
does it happen
doesn't
in the
make
manga?
any fucking sense. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure.
Like watching all of that. If I'd be like, yeah, no, it's the Kakashi
It's the
Bridge.
Kakashi
I'm
Bridge.
renaming this fucking village Kakashi. Inari, your name is now Kakashi.
If it's not the Kakashi Bridge, because literally, Naruto had the illusion of doing stuff, and he certainly did more than Sakura, and it could be argued that
Yeah,
he
he,
did
like-
as much or more than
But
Sasuke.
you know who also did more than Sakura? Fucking Inari. So what
Right,
are we talking
like,
about?
It's my God.
I hate hearing it like that
That-
because it's so true.
Sucks.
He might have done the most out of all the kids, but you know who still saved the village? Kakashi.
Kakashi, yeah.
For sure, Kakashi. And if you're not going to name it Kakashi, it would have still made more sense to name it like the Haku Memorial Bridge, or like
Even Zabuza.
yeah, because he heel
like,
turned.
because he did free
He
them of
face
Gato
turned.
eventually.
yeah,
Or
he,
like,
he
face
killed
turned.
he killed Gato.
Yeah.
Or like name it after Inari's dad or something.
Yeah.
Anything.
Like
Yes.
like anything.
The
Anything
Great
but-
Naruto Bridge,
And, like,
baby.
Anything
the-
but this fox ass
The
kid.
bridge builder himself didn't really even see. He didn't see Naruto save Inari, so he doesn't even know that happened.
Right.
he just like literally
he didn't see the
maybe-
fucking fox action.
Maybe we
because
could
it's
say
too foggy.
that has been described after, like Inari told him after the fact. Because there's like a time skip while they finish the bridge. And
I
Inari
don't-
probably was like, Naruto saved me!
like literally all the bridge builder has seen is like
Kakashi
Missed.
just
You saw
is
Bunch of
Naruto bitching out Inari at the dinner table, and he's like, "Yep, you've got what it takes for a bridge, baby." Like,
I've been wanting to shit talk my grandson for years. Actually, that's not even the first time that a grandfather has just watched Naruto yell at or punch their grandchild
Hell
and been
yeah.
like,
Good
I
work.
like the cut of this kid's jib.
fucking finally someone beat the shit out of this kid. I
Every
couldn't. I was at the end
grandfather
of my
on the
rope.
show hates their grandchildren.
Yo, Sam though.
is the author trying to like say something? Like, what is this?
But
He had a
yeah,
bad
no,
relationship
I
with
am
his grandfather.
fully fucking tilted.
Yeah,
dude.
that's egregious.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
It is wild,
I-
but I'm
I make no
prepared for it
defense
to
for
never
this.
come up again. So
Yeah.
Well, they also Inari also says like they're like Naruto and him are both holding back tears for some reason because apparently they've bonded.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Come back soon, okay?" And
Naruto's like, of course I will.
yeah.
Believe it.
We'll be
Also,
back soon.
he missed a chance to say "believe it" there.
He sure did.
They never return to that village.
Yeah.
do we ever see Inari again?
No,
Thank fuck.
of course not.
We will see
Is
another.
your main character in Shippuden?
Yeah, Inari.
He's
Inari
the
is
guy
their
to beat.
teacher in Boruto.
Inari no jutsu, and now I'm a powerful warrior.
What if?
And he
what-
transforms into Haku. It's a different type of sexy jutsu.
most powerful type of
Imagine-
sexy jutsu.
What if in Boruto?
I don't even want to
What
think
if
about that.
What if he is like a fucking supervillain? Like he's like, I am the water.
He
king."
has Zabuza's sword.
Yeah, he went to the grave, stole it. He's collected all these fucking weird things after this battle. He's got like a bunch of fucking, pins that fucking Haku threw. So he's like a weird mix between like Zabuza and Haku. So like,
I'm kind of interested
that
to
would be
see
so
like
tight, and I would be so mad that Inari is the one who gets that development.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see like because we know like we can probably safely assume Naruto becomes the Hokage because that's just whatever.
I don't know.
They
I don't
do
know
their
that you
thing.
so.
can. I don't know that you can safely assume that.
I can
Okay,
I can
well-
assume Naruto's.
Okay, so
oh.
so Naruto is vying for Hokage, but what about the other Kages? Because there's like 6 of them or some shit. So like,
Reikage, Kazekage.
what if
Mika-
Inari is like
Music.
Fog Village Kage?
Fog Kage.
You know?
Fuck Kage.
I think Kazekage is the water village one.
So I got a question about the world of Naruto. Why would you ever be a bandit or like a gangster or like a fucking
Just for the
Like,
thrill
you mean
of
like
it.
when there's ninjas around?
Just sort of for the. It's like why would you
a great question.
Why would you do crime when there's cops? Just because you want to or you have to.
Well, here's the difference between not a real big difference because like a cop will just fucking kill you.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
just
shoot
gun
or
you down
die.
in the streets sometimes.
Well,
If you
there's
didn't
got to
do any
be just
crimes.
as many people that
Woke
don't get
Naruto
into Naruto
podcast.
training, right?
What?
There's got to be just as many people that don't get into ninja
Oh,
training.
ninja,
like, there's
ninja's a very
whole-
specialized thing.
Yeah,
There's,
yeah.
there's
Have all
only
that
a couple
Katra.
small villages in each big country that even make ninjas.
Yeah. So it's not just like everyone's a ninja. Everyone has like hidden ninjutsu. Like it's just a very small thing.
It is.
I
It
feel.
is like we only see the bandits that are interacting with ninja.
Yeah.
We don't know how many bandits are getting away with shit.
We only see the
when
bad
there's no
bandits.
ninjas.
Yeah, it would be cool to see like a bandit in the show that has no no knowledge of fucking any jutsu, but is just a badass.
Just a great thief.
Or like just like fucks with people like, oh yeah, like you're using jutsu, I'm just gonna fucking how about I light everything on fire? What is that?
That literally. I mean, you literally are talking about like, how do you like my gun jutsu?
Like I don't know, like that would be interesting. I don't know if we'll see it at all, but like a person without any. Wait a minute. I've heard things about this Rock Lee fella, a guy with no jutsus doing something cool.
Doubt
I
it.
don't know. We'll have to. We'll have to
Can't
watch the
see
next
it.
few episodes. It's a
Sounds
teaser
silly.
for all of our legions of adoring fans that listen to this podcast. Check out the next episode where Rock Lee gets introduced. Are there cops in Naruto?
Naruto,
Question to the table.
the ninjas are the cops.
The ninjas
Are
are
the
cops.
ninjas the cops,
Yeah.
or are they?
They're the
separate?
cops.
They're more like mercenaries,
Yeah, well, because they were specifically hired, right?
though. They're like warriors. I don't know
Yeah.
that they.
Then who's the cops?
There are no cops. ninjas don't need cops. You can't.
Well,
you can't police ninjas.
There's definitely no cops in the Hidden Leaf, right? Because like, how are you going to police ninjas? But like in like a regular city, are there cops?
No, because
there's
in
gotta be ninjas.
this bitch ass village here, there were no cops to protect the people.
There was one
They
hero.
had some bitch ass guy with a fucking rope around his head, and he was like, maybe
Okay, don't talk.
don't sully his name.
Yeah.
No, I mean like it's some shit. Like I don't think there's any cops. I think like they're playing off of like feudal era shit.
Yet another reason why the Naruto world rules. Because there's jutsu and no cops.
If only.
Everyone's free. Although in the Zabazu, flashback of him doing crime and shit when Kakashi was talking shit, there was like spotlights put on him, which implies to me like some sort of authority.
It was a spotlight jutsu.
Well, the
ninja,
ninja,
ninja using spotlight jutsu.
well, the weird like ninja hunters or whatever.
Those are
Searchlights.
cops. Those are fucking cops.
Searchlight
the
jutsu.
Anbu.
The Anbu.
I guess the Anbu are kind of
cops.
ninja cops.
Narc-ass
But they're only
fucking
policing
cops.
ninja.
They're only policing ninja.
Do they eat the old ninjas? Is that what they do?
They destroy the bodies.
They eat them.
Yeah, they eat them. They fucking cut them up.
There's
Much
no-
like police officers, they eat their victims.
This is going so many wild
Yeah,
places. This is fucking insane.
We're coming to the end of the
Yeah, it's
podcast.
top
We're
one
starting to sort
episode of our
drift.
podcast.
Top one episode of the show, top one episode of the pod. Easy peasy. Believe it count for this episode?
None.
No, believe it's all 3 episodes. That's how you know that there was content to be
Yeah,
had.
that's how you know that these were
like
good episodes.
actual dialogue,
honestly. Yeah.
important action scenes.
Which is kind of crazy. Like that's your gauge. So as soon as you hear 2 minutes into the episode and like he says a believer, you're like, this is a fucking bullshit.
So right off.
It's the wash, boys.
Skip it.
Yeah. 4 believe it's or higher, and the episode was an absolute wash.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nothing happens. Nothing
Yeah, we
worthwhile happens. I mean, unless that changes.
Like I said, most of my knowledge comes from the comic. I can't speak to the believe it ratio theory, but I think that makes sense.
I've seen that they like lessen on the believe it's as
They got
time
it.
goes on. They have to.
Well, yeah.
They have to.
They have to realize
That was just to hook you. That was just a tease to get you in.
And like it did.
So
I love Believe It. I will never.
I do love
I won't
Believe
get
It.
sick of Believe It if he keeps it up.
I've never really watched like the only time I ever watch like an anime is like when it's kind of complete or like there's a large chunk I can watch. So I'm not sure of like the release dates for episodes.
Right.
So is there like a season 1 of like Naruto, or they just kind of go throughout
Yes.
the year?
Yeah.
I think they take breaks. Well, because like My Hero Academia I'm pretty sure there are seasons because I also don't usually watch it
I
live.
think there's 4. Like on Funimation, there's 4 seasons, and I think they're like 50 episodes each.
Yeah. So like
Which
what
checks
is,
out.
Is that like a full like is like a season just like a full year's rotation? I gotta look this
I
up.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
And they
buddy.
just because
See, this is why we need anime history.
Yeah, well, you were you were supposed to be the one, Dom. You're supposed to lead
I
us.
didn't watch Naruto.
Anime season.
That's the whole point of this podcast.
I don't want it.
She is my Hokage.
Okay. Do we want to do a love list, hate list?
Two of my
The
cast
love list died today.
The love list kind
died,
of died.
yeah. Then the hate list died.
Honestly, like Zabuza jumped to like near top of the love list and
Yeah.
then died.
And then Haku, who was at number 1. Just-
Hard number.
Naruto's
Died.
speech with Zabuza is kind of like perfect. I love it.
And
Where it's like because he says like, how can you not care about people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Gave
pretty
everything
good.
to you.
If
Yeah,
I
that's
get stronger, will I be as cold-hearted as you?
And then Zabuza has like tears.
Yeah.
Hitting
how
the
do you
pavement.
make me feel?
Ugh.
Yeah,
feelings?
he's
Ugh,
yeah.
I cried. I cried with him.
Your words cut deeper than any blade. Like it's so good.
I love
It's
that. I
so
forgot.
good.
That's an underrated line.
Is the love list in recognition of their deaths? Haku 1, Zabuza 2,
Yeah, this week that's the list.
and that's it.
That's it.
Sasuke didn't do
Kakashi doesn't chart?
anything.
Yeah, Sasuke was dead for the whole time.
How
true.
about
I mean-
Sasuke just going like, yeah, I'm better now. Okay, time to get
Yeah,
up.
should we talk about the Sasuke Sakura dynamic
Yeah,
briefly?
I like
I know
when-
we're coming to the end of the
my-
episode, but that feels important.
My favorite
Yeah.
part of I will put Sasuke on the list because he
Owns
turned her down
Sakura.
so bad.
Yeah.
At the end
Just
of the episode
upon
there, yeah.
waking was just like,
Get
Yeah.
what the
fuck.
fuck?
Oh yeah, that
Sakura-
too.
What
I was thinking about when she asks him out, and he's like, "Of course not."
No, but he like wakes up from being like
Yeah.
Get off me, you
unconscious and he's
heavy
like,
ass
what the
bitch.
fuck?
But what does he say? It's hard to breathe when
What
you're
you-
on. Like,
God, your skin,
So good.
and she's like talking shit like his skin feels cold. It's like,
Yeah.
like they just used a bunch of snow shit, and like of course he's gonna be cold. He's on the pavement.
Yeah. Do anything to help other than just crying over his corpse. Sakura like loses it when she thinks Sasuke's dead.
These episodes like really try and trick you to believing Sasuke's dead, which like
And
knowing
all
anything about Naruto is like
And
ridiculous.
to have him get up on his own accord with no help, it's just, it really takes all the teeth out of that whole thing.
It's
Yeah,
implied
it's
that
weird.
Haku was such a softie that he like did the fake death thing that he did to
to
Zabazu
Too
on
soft.
Sasuke.
Too soft to kill.
Because he's
but
a sweetie.
he's still filled with a bunch of fucking like 6
He is
inch
still super filled
needles.
with that.
Yeah.
Needles.
And then Sakura like hugs him and he's like, "You idiot! There's needles in me that hurts."
And then she's
she's
like,
like,
and then
just
they're
gets
walking back from the
stabbed.
bridge. And she's like, Sasuke, do you want to do something when we get back into town? And he's like, no.
Like, hey, fuck no.
And then yeets Naruto off a bridge.
Absolutely yeets Naruto off the
Sakura
off the
eats
great,
Naruto.
Off the great Naruto bridge.
Sakura is only strong when attacking Naruto Uzumaki.
Yeah, which is maybe her greatest power. Maybe, maybe when
Maybe why Liam likes her.
maybe when Naruto's when he finally breaks and the fox takes over, it's just nobody can beat him, and it's just Sakura.
I've been training for this my whole life. And she just fucking
that's my
one-shots
only
him.
hope for this fucking show. Is Sakura's the only one who can beat this dumb fucking idiot.
Sakura is the Hokage.
Yeah, can you imagine like they build up all the hype towards like Sasuke and Naruto fighting and shit, and then it's just Sakura who just fucking death like just
They won't.
They won't.
never. Shit, I think. Well, I mean, we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, we
here,
pretty
right?
much covered it. Is there anything? Did you guys have something you guys wanted to talk about on this episode?
Oh no, I'll save that. Oh, I will save that.
Okay.
For what?
Teaser for next episode.
For next
You'll
episode.
see.
Okay.
We're still, there's still more Naruto to watch, right? We're gonna be coming back next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, we're not done.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like, why?
Dom, no,
we can just
Dom, there's more than one arc.
Tom,
My question will benefit from
Knowing more characters.
knowing more characters.
Okay. So cliffhanger, we get the weird segment that
the more boys,
we're planning.
the more boys, the better the question.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Fuck,
that's-
marry, kill, Naruto boys. Go.
Ooh,
Go, pod.
that wasn't
Oh,
it. But that
actually,
could be a whole episode. No, we can't.
That's a
Stop. We
Patreon
can't do it
exclusive
now.
content.
We can't do it right
That's,
now.
that's very easy to answer.
That-
this
do
question.
it. It doesn't.
No, I'll lose
No, we'll
2
wrap it up.
hours of my life.
True.
We will discuss. We'll have when we get into like filler content on the show. There's not going to be that much to discuss plot wise. That's
I
when we
love
can
filler.
really get into some.
I'll talk about filler.
Naruto has some of the worst filler you've ever seen.
That hurts me in
That
a
is
way.
scary.
So that's where we're going to need to
That
save a
cuts-
lot of the games like Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Cuts deep. What you just said cuts deeper than
Naruto
any
Never
blade.
Have I Ever. Like we're going to have to fill the time. So let's just keep those in the tank. All right.
Should we make bingo sheets for that, perhaps?
For
Filler?
filler?
Bingo
We
sheets?
can make a bingo book for that.
Well, I'm gonna the first time that
Ninja bingo.
filler comes up, I'm not going to tell because I'm pretty sure it's after all of you, like Dom included, don't know the plot anymore.
I don't know any.
So
plot.
we're just gonna start having you guys guess if it's filler.
Hey, and you know
I
what's
bet
going to be my guide?
And
the
then-
believe it counts will be my
Tournament arc
guide.
is-
Hey guys,
That's
a great
who
idea.
do you think wins the Chunin exams?
Sasuke.
Who do you think wins the tournament?
Little bitch ass Sasuke.
Oh, that's a great question. Who do you think wins?
If this is a tournament, who do you think wins?
Sasuke.
Sasuke?
well,
I would put
that's
money on
no,
that
but that's hard
dumbass.
because we don't know most of the contestants.
That's
It's-
true. That's true.
We'll do that.
We'll save
next
that for
episode.
next
We'll
episode.
save that next
Early,
episode.
early guess. It's gonna be Sasuke.
You think it's gonna be Sasuke? That's a decent. I mean, you're putting your money on the crowd favorite.
with like
I will-
Naruto in second.
I will see next episode if that changes. Actually, I feel like I'm gonna really get
You don't
be
have to
able
lock it in now.
Well, it's just my first. It's
Yeah.
it's a Hail Mary pass.
Yeah,
But my I'm excited for my hate list to grow.
What about
As
your
more-
what about your love list?
My silent love list
Your
that I've
love
collected.
list. Your teenage love
his
list.
his waifu Ino.
That too will flourish. Like
Who's
a beautiful flower in summer.
Who's at
He's
the
talking
top
about
of the
her. He's
love
talking about
list?
Who's my love list?
Yeah.
Ponytail Boy. That I think he's number one.
Shikamaru.
He's been in 3 minutes of this series.
And we haven't discussed him in weeks.
That's
I mean,
That's
honestly, he's
crazy.
still...
He holds
Okay.
a place in my heart.
He's in brackets on
Team-
my love list still. I love him.
Kakashi is obviously in there. The reason why I don't say it is because my love list is basically pretty close.
It's just Kakashi.
It's Kakashi. It's Ponytail. It's Ino. it's Chubby Guy. It's all of Team 8.
Okay, so you do like Chubby Guy. I feel like I'm being gaslit about your opinions on characters.
So I mean, Chubby.
Especially because we haven't seen, like, we don't.
Yeah,
we
I don't know. I don't know anything about Chubby Guy. His whole thing may be that he's on Team 8, and that's why I love him. Like,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you like a hockey team, and there's like one guy who's like on the
Just one
team,
chubby guy on the team.
Phil Kessel, babe. No one knows what that means.
Nobody likes Phil Kessel.
The overlap
Cheeseburger Phil.
of this, the Venn diagram of like interest that you have to hit for this riff to work
Listen,
for you.
there'll be one guy, and he will cheer.
No,
and
because he's the
celebrate.
biggest Phil Kessel fan of all. He's like, what? Just betrayed by Believe It.
He's got
I have
two
one
tattoos.
request.
He's got Choji on one arm and Phil Kessel on the other.
They're the same character. Can you do me a favor and draw Phil Kessel as a fucking ninja in this show?
No.
Please.
Is that just a
guess.
fat white man as a ninja? Is that just
What
any
is
fat white
Phil
guy as a
Kessel?
ninja? Yeah, like
Please.
This is like me saying, Liam, can you draw Orochimaru in a hockey jersey?
Yeah, I would. I would do it for
you guys can do trades for Christmas. You can exchange drawings.
I
We
would.
did do this whole episode with a sketch of Sasuke that Dom drew on the center of the table.
It's beautiful.
Our shrine.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's good to have an arty weeb with us.
I will be expecting that.
Okay.
I will not be
Merry
recording
Christmas,
an episode
buddy.
until we get the Phil Kessel Naruto.
I will not continue this podcast until we have a Phil the Thrill.
I'm just Googling what he looks like.
Just
quick.
look. Yeah, it's
catch
so
that
good.
reaction on the pod.
Hey, it's so good.
Okay.
But this
We're
is
gonna-
not
okay.
Ninja Talk, okay?
No, this is perfect. We're gonna end all looking at what Phil Kessel looks like, and then we're gonna 1, 2, 3 believe it, and that's how this fucking mess of an episode is gonna end.
He looks like the dude from Stranger Things, but fat and playing hockey.
No, look up
Dude,
Cheeseburger
There's a lot of
Phil,
dudes in
please.
Stranger Things.
Like the main dude.
Let me
Like,
see. Let me
I
see.
don't know.
Let me see.
The
No,
guy.
that's a good picture of him.
Oh.
He looks
Yeah.
like your dad.
My dad?
No, your
My
dad.
dad?
No, he doesn't look
Don't
like.
say that
Don't
about my
disrespect.
dad.
I mostly just saw the beard.
Oh, wait.
My dad doesn't even have a beard.
I know, but I feel like if he did, it would
He
be a
would look like
powerful
Phil
look.
Kessel. Oh yeah, he looks good with a beard.
Yeah,
For sure.
and that's a pretty well manicured beard.
I hope my dad listens to this podcast. Love you, Dad.
Dad, if you're listening, Duncan didn't mean it.
Dad, please
I didn't
don't-
get it. I didn't get a
please
good
don't
look
be
at Phil.
listening.
I mostly got the Bruins jersey. And
this is a
oh
great-
yeah, no, that doesn't look like Lloyd.
Look at
Oh,
my
he's
boy.
Such a goon.
I would like to retract my comparison.
Oh, that's a lot of cheeseburgers
There's
for
a
the boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thank
Oh.
you. They get
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
There's,
that's a
he's
lot.
he's like the most memeable person.
Okay, this episode's over. 1, 2, 3. Believe it.
1, 2, 3, believe it.
We're only supposed to believe it.
Believe it.
How can you not care about people? He gave everything to you.
If I get stronger, will I be as cold-hearted as you?
Your words cut deeper than any blade.
Dom.
Dom,
No,
there's- Dom.
Dom.
Believe